Okay, this might be a video on bridge to gantry, so hello people on YouTube. Last lap of the day, bit of an oil spill here all the way to T13. We're in the Supra. We're most of the way through the development now, we're just in the fine tuning. And the thing that we're fine tuning is the steering at the moment. So hazard lights on, we've got the yellow up ahead. Pretty much we know what that's for, but I'm still going to enter the section with caution. And I'll use this little slow period here to tell you what's happening. Basically underneath the rear axle of this car, it's an entirely GT4 setup. Now that doesn't change the geometry particularly compared to factory. We're running about minus 2 point something degrees camber, about 2 degrees and 15 minutes at the moment. Toe, little bit of toe in, on the front, little bit of toe out, and we're running our own developed TTX dampers. So they are top-notch dampers. We're just working on a setup from the ground up. Currently we got loads of grip, that's not the problem. You can see some great minimum speeds on the 265 square tyres. So we've got 265s front and back. The problem is the fact that the front will always do what you ask it to do, even if you ask it to do something wrong. And as a rental car, people ask it to do the wrong thing all the time. And at the moment, if you steer too much, you can get the back to let go just through steering. So the back goes before the front. So we've turned it up to 11 and now we need to dial it back to 9. Oh, this poor GT3 behind me. We just rinsed him through Hudson back there, look at that. The car's very good in the corners. Standard 4-cylinder turbo power on the straights. So about the same power to weight ratio as the outgoing 125, to be honest. I'm just going to come off the gas pedal and let the GT through on the fast bit. He doesn't know whether to do it or not, to his credit. But come on man, you're in a 500 horsepower car, you should be able to lose the 250 horsepower Supra. See, if you hold the car on the gas like that, we get nice solid understeer. Car is very, very nice through the corners and not too much power on the straights, as you can see. That's the bit that I'm trying to get rid of. We've got it behaving well over the jumps and the compressions, which is quite surprising, given the inherent problems of the multi-link rear on the BMWs. I guess I'm just old now, but I still remember the very first M235 Cup car, which is a very similar thing to this. And that was a terrible car over bumps and jumps. The launch version of that, I think in 2014, was notorious for bad behaviour. We're a long way from that now. Random guys just standing next to the track. should be able to catch us on the uphill. Yeah, now he's got some speed. You'll have to wait until here. Ahead of us. Yes, that's the bump stops, by the way. So the 325 or the 330, whatever it is overtaking the 1M. That was a bit much. Was fun. Ice curver was a little bit dirty. Yeah, Saskia was on the passenger seat for everybody at home wondering who my ballast is. Yeah, so that's where we're at. As you can see, I'm not worried about corner speed. I'm worried about the balance of the handling at the moment, because at the moment when the back lets go, it lets go relatively quickly and it stays gone until you, as the driver, recover it. There's no just lifting off and hoping. You've got to steer it out as well. And to be fair, that's a bit too much to ask for most of our visitors these days. That's the topic of a whole different video. But while YouTube will show you that the fast guys are getting faster and the cars are getting faster, what it won't tell you, that I'm about to tell you, is that there's as many crashes as there ever was, if not more, and the slow guys are getting slower, despite the relative ease of which you can pick up a good car that does this kind of stuff. The actual case here at the Nurburgring, I would say, is that it's getting worse, not better. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, there's no crashes to be seen anywhere on YouTube land anymore. those things are banned, and that doesn't mean it's not happening. That does not mean that it's not happening, but it does mean an entire new generation of visitors who have seen the track on social media, and they've seen the sunny side, they've never seen the rainy side, let's say. Good, well, that's it. So thanks for tuning in. You know what to do if you enjoy this stuff, and I'll catch you later. Just a little face wash for the Supra, and I thought I'd just quickly explain to you guys the spec of the car. So we got the Protracks on. We got 18x10s front and back, square setup. We're running Toyota GR in a 265 front and back. You can't, I mean, when you look down the side of the car, you think that it's got small tires, but it hasn't. It's genuinely got 265 35/18s on it. So she's not short of rubber, but also she's not short of weight. We're talking over 1400 kilos, even with everything stripped off. So that's a thing. That's one of the problems we're having to manage. When you compare it to the 1250 kilo 1 series look, that's a big difference. Brake pads, Endless MA45B in the front, ME22s in the back, the Sprint compound. We're not got any problems with brake balance. Brake balance is good out the box, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Yeah, here it is. Inside, before I start jet washing, inside we're running Speed Engineering consoles and seat mounts, Recaro ABEs, and the custom cages roll cage. And that is pretty much that.